Hello and welcome everybody back to another week of FIA goodness. Probably not going to be so good for me though. You can see I have chosen the Porsche as the manufacturer of choice. No idea if that's going to be any good or not, but I haven't used the Porsche for a long time. I think I was a BMW last time, the Mercedes the time before that, and I still led back towards the Mercedes, but given I'm about to spend 24 hours driving a Mercedes AMG GT3 around the Nordschleife this very Saturday and Sunday, I thought I might give the Mercedes a rest, so I grabbed the Porsche at the last minute. Don't know if it's going to be a good choice or not. This particular track here, as I mentioned just recently in a Nations Cup race, this particular track, this style of track, and this one doesn't suit my driving style at all. This is a lot of fast-flowing corners, and yeah, it doesn't suit me as a driver. It doesn't suit the way I drive, so I don't have a lot of pace. Now, I haven't done a huge amount of practice laps. You can see straight away the people there on the leaderboard that have put a little bit of practice in. I've done 4 or 5 practice laps. I've managed a 217 flat, which I was actually pretty happy with at the time. I thought that was a fairly quick lap, and you can see when I go to even just my friend rankings that it is rubbish. It's, where am I? 15th currently with the 217 flat, so I need to find a second and a half if I even want to be remotely competitive. Otherwise, I might just be lapping around at the back, but nonetheless, even if I do that, you guys will probably learn something about it. This is obviously, it's not going to help out you Australian guys because this is the last time slot for this round of manufacturers, but everyone in the Northern Hemisphere is going to be there, up and about. Welcome to everybody in the chat. It's great to have you all along here. Yep, Porsche boy. It's the Revy boy. You can't short shift. It's not great running low power. What the hell is that flying across the screen? I think it's a flock of birds. It is a flock of birds. That looked just average to start with. Look at that VIP list grey. It is Oz Farmer. And a big welcome to all of the channel members / VIPs. That is Lee Coke and Piosco, TJ Deacon, Staniel 85, Nick Magic, and LCR Ranger, Speedy Chicken Man, Squidly, Super Dragon, Chris Taylor, Adam Morks, Erie Ears, and a big welcome to Daniel Hobson, who only signed up today, about an hour and a half ago. So a big welcome to you. You are the latest member to jump onto the VIP list. It really is awesome to have such good support from you guys. So I do really thank you very much, as well as the people who just join in to watch. You guys are important as well. Don't think you're not just because you're not a channel member. You still matter to me. Members out in the yin yang, Squidly, welcome. And Kangaroos and Brownie were the first 2 sitting here waiting for me to start the stream. Kraz as well. Welcome along, been a little while. Good luck. You may have a clean race. We'll see how we go. Far Q, man. Hey Ranger, how are you? Nick Magic. Morning all. Just read your names out if you missed it. I haven't forgotten about you VIPs. I actually have a join button on my channel now. Now, please tell me, right now as you watch your stream, because I'm obviously watching this through Creator Studio so I can see the chat and all the rest. I'm not actually watching it via a normal YouTube page. Is there a join button sitting there now? You still sound ill. I'm still blocked up, man. I can't get rid of this. Honestly, it's been 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. And I'm still blocked up in the nose. I feel totally fine. I went to the gym tonight. I smashed out an hour session at the gym, and I'll work my ass off. So I can tell you that I'm doing okay. But I just can't drop the snotty nose, the phlegm build up, if you will. There is a join button. Fantastic. Look at that. First day one of having a join button. So welcome to the join button as well. Nice and easy. You don't have to go through stupid links now. And if you just go to the main page of my website as well, the join button's there too. So that's cool. You've got a cold as well, random. No good, man. I mean, the thing is, like, this cold, I had the symptoms for about 3 days. I was really, really sick for the first day. The next 2 days, I was pretty average. And then it took like a solid week for my voice to come good because it just sounded terrible. Like, I know I sound nasally now, but my actual voice was effed. For lack of a better term. And welcome to Twitch, by the way. A couple of people viewing there. It is being restreamed if you're wondering who I'm talking to. All the chat's over on YouTube, but that's fine. You're welcome to chat away. I can see you there. Yeah, so anyway, I just can't seem to shake it. It's actually giving me the irrits. But as I say, I smashed out an hour gym session tonight. It was totally fine. So I'm all right. I just can't shake this, and a bit of a cough as well. Hey, it's Daniel and Nick Magic Man. Yeah, I know. Dropping the F-bombs there for Nick. But let's go out and do some laps. I've got to try and find a second from somewhere. I don't know where. Again, this track doesn't suit my driving style. Sucks. I hate getting off to a bad start for the season. I really wanted this to be a track I knew quite well and I could come in and be semi-competitive. I am. Now, I did notice that they upgraded me to SS. You can see up top right-hand corner there. So I was A and S, and last time I was an S, they sent me something saying, do you want to do it? And I had to sign it. Apparently, you've only got to do it once, and now it automatically puts you back to S, so I'm back to being an SS ranked driver. Hey, Hippie Heed, how are you, mate? Finishing off my Milo, and then we're going to go for it. So, if you guys have got some tips on how to go faster in this Porsche, as I say, it is a bit of a revy boy. It loves to rev. I tried to do, as I've been doing in other cars, sort of short shifting it and trying to use the grunt down low in the rev range, and it doesn't have any. You need to rev the titties off this thing. But yeah, I'd love to get... I mean, let's be honest, I'm not going to catch GTR Freak. He's one of the fastest currently. GTR Freak, Lionface, even ART Noble, and of course our Blitz, for those who don't know, is the artist formerly known as Speedy Chicken Man. So I'm probably looking to land somewhere in the mid-215s is where I'd like to be. But even then, that's all the Conzio's done. And the Conzio's a better driver than me too. So who knows? Let's shoot for anything with a 15 at the start. I'd take a 15.999. That'd be totally fine. There's some super competitive times up there. Like really close times. And you think GTR Freak's on the top 10 leaderboard, as is Lionface, with a 14.8. And then there's so many people on that, just on my friends ranking, all the way down. Really, really close. So, good job to everyone who's been dropping some times there. You're looking sharp, guys. Mojo, Skippy and you went full rep CR in the menu lobby. Awesome, Stan. And also Mojo and Skippy Head, of course. Hippie's Australian account. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. I did love seeing... I don't know if you guys watched the... upload that the Gran Turismo Sport, the actual official YouTube channel, did. They uploaded a heap of English and Spanish versions from the Autopolis round, the top 16. I watched that last night, actually. I watched the Oceania region, as well as, I think it was whichever one the UK is in, the European region. I watched those two. And it was nice to see... CRR Ranger, I think it was. Was it Ranger? No, it was Speedy Chicken Man. It was CRR Blitz. So it was nice to see that up. But thanks for the repping, guys. I've been really caught in between two minds about changing. Because I've been DRX913 for longer than my even PlayStation account. And it feels weird to change the Dr. X913. You know Discord is openly discussing during the stream. I do know that, TJ Deacon. Do you like it? Do you like seeing what's going on over in the Discord? They don't know. They don't know that we're reading it. But we do. We know. What do you think the strategy today is? I don't know. I haven't done enough practice on the tyres. Obviously, huge tyre wear. It's only a short race. But I'm thinking the first 3 laps or so on mediums at least. And then I have a 4-lap stint to do somewhere. And I've seen from reliable sources... Oh, bang. Hello, new member Mojo. Welcome. Welcome back. You've actually been a channel member of VIP in the past. So, everybody, a big welcome to Mojo. Let me add you to the ever-growing list. I've had to rub out things underneath. You're Go Mojo Go, aren't you? I'm going to use your correct name, because I like to be correct. Go Mojo Go. There you go. Look at that growing list of names. You love to see it. I love to see it. So a big welcome Hard front, medium rear for the first 5 laps, Noble. Really? Yeah, your PSN is still Mojo_2000. You are quite right. Whatever you'd prefer, Mojo, man. I'll add you to the VIP list before I finish the stream. So let me know whatever you want, and I'll make it. I'll make it so. All right, so hard front, medium rear for 5 laps. How long's the actual race? I don't think it's going to tell me from in here, is it? Well, I best go out and do some bloody practice if I need to. If I want to find that second to a second and a half, I'm going to have to go and start spinning some laps. Let you guys have a look at what I'm doing and give you the opportunity to tell me where to. The whole race is 7 laps, and you reckon do a 5-lap stint? Noble. I mean, don't get me wrong. You've obviously got the pace, so you must know what you're talking about, but a 5-lap stint in a 7-lap race? Wouldn't you be better off doing a 4-lap stint and then finishing with 3 laps on the mediums, maybe? Or 4, there you go. 7 lapparoos. Righto, let's go out and you can start picking holes in where I can make pace up around this track with my driving style that does not suit. Had to do 5-lap on hards because I got turned around on lap 2. Oof. Rough, Mojo. This is one of those ones where I should probably use 3rd because that's flat bollocks in 4th and it just doesn't want to pick the revs up. So it's a bit of a revy boy. But this is where, if you want to actually be competitive and have a sniff of making the top 16, you should do practice and not do what I do, turn up on the night and hope not to come last. Well, that was a bit awful over there. As I hear a donation come in, we'll wait and see who that is. Ribs donated $5 dues. Thank you very much, Ribs. Appreciate that, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Well, I mean, I guess Ribs is a pretty non-gender specific name. So you're either a gentleman or a lady, but either way, you're a scholar. That sounds like what a lot of us do. Mojo, it probably is what a lot of us do, but I bet you it's not what the people that are in the top 10 leaderboard do. And I bet you it's not what the people that race in the top 16 race. I bet it's not what they do. But I just struggle for time. And realistically, I should probably be practicing on iRacing for this weekend's 24-hour race I'm going to be doing. That'll be fun. Hopefully the stream holds out and lasts for the full 24 hours. Okay, that lap I kind of wrote off because I was not concentrating so much. Hey Kogan, welcome, you big gold star, you, with your gold CR. Righto, let's have another Larret at this. Get off the grass, please. Never helps to lose traction at the start. You've gone with Lexus. Just warming the big Porsche up at the moment, the big Beetle. Ran too wide. I think I should be going down to 3rd, tucking a little bit closer. You'll get less understeer in 3rd, and using the revs a bit more. Should have turned in earlier there. It's fine. Let's see what I can do. Whoa, holy shit. It's the first time I've lost the arse end under brakes. Lexus Brave. Well, this lap's written off, but we'll just go around and make up numbers and start again. You definitely want to rev the Porsche out, yeah. It's definitely 3rd. That's my mistake. I'm sort of instinctively using higher gears to use the torque and the grunt, and the Porsche just doesn't respond. It's as asthmatic as, well, I don't know, as a big asthmatic person, I suppose. It just runs out of puff. When's your race start? Not for another hour or so. So I've got a little bit of time up my sleeve to practice and have all of you experts, your armchair experts back there, critique my driving style. Don't worry about this lap, I'm not actually pushing on this lap. As asthmatic as a big asthmatic person, exactly, sweaty tyres. See? You're catching what I'm kicking, you're picking up what I'm putting down. You get it. Right, let's have one more push this time. I'll try not to screw up whatever that corner was. Go a little bit wider this time, so I can try and straighten the corner up and get on the grunt. Just a touch earlier. There is a bit too much turbo lag, isn't there? Needs a twin turbo setup. I've still pushed in. That's odd. I swear that's no faster than I was going before. I still pushed out wide. Funny things happen as soon as you start streaming. Your pace goes out the window. What little pace I did actually have. So again here I'm thinking probably a third gear corner, unsure. Sounds like that was someone subscribing. I won't look, so if everyone else could let me know in the chat, and welcome the new subscriber. I'll have a look in a sec. She's all flat bollocks up through here. Welcome, Luke BMX. That's a bit of a bastard of a corner. I threw that lap away. Needed to turn earlier, that's why I ran off, that's okay, we'll do another one. It's the commentary when you're not streaming, you don't need to explain or critique yourself. You're true, you just sit there concentrating, you're dead right. Okay, one more time with feeling. I really want a 216. I did a 217 flat, first job 216, then we'll start around about a 215. Off the grass. Too much of the corner. Love the subscriber video, nice. Slowed down too much there. You see I'm only just up on what is a shitty lap anyway. Too much throttle. Is there a race? What's going on? There absolutely is a race. Look, there is a FIA race coming up shortly. And this is me trying to find some pace, because I will no doubt be put up against the big boys, and I don't just want to straight up come dead last if I can help it. This will shave some time off, but not enough time off. I've always wanted to do these. I start to save for rig and then end up spending the money on PC stuff. Turn, you pig, turn. Oh, I got sideways halfway through the turn. I'm going to have to change my brake bias a bit. Won't be good for tyre wear. But I'm going to have to move it forward. It's just my driving style. Porsche should no stop on hards. That's a big call, Chris. That is a big call to no stop this on hards. I think I'll be happier with a pit stop for tyres. Oh, yeah. What am I even doing with my life? Your earlier race winner no-stopped it. Well, I was pretty keen to go. I have to turn the fan on here. I was pretty keen to try out the hard fronts and the medium rears for a 4-lap stint, and then mediums for a 3-lap stint. Ran far too wide there. Sorry, I had to disengage commentary for a second. Damn it. Lost a lot of time on the exit of that turn. And that turn. Not ideal. But I will definitely improve my lap time substantially. Oh, 16 flat. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a better lap time. What's the time delta between the tyres? That's a good question for Noble. Hey, Mr. Cuts TV. And Ribs. I finished my mile off. I didn't realise you were in the Porsche, mate. Hard fronts won't work. Okay. So, mediums, and I'm just going to have to do a 4-lap stint on a set of mediums. I was just coming back in to try and put on some hard fronts too. Oh, it snuck me onto my top 10 leaderboard for my friends. That was a much better lap. I mean, that literally... that shaved that second off I was looking for. So close to the 15s. I said I wanted a 15.999 and I'd have been happy coming into the race with that. Nick, mate, there just 5 1,000ths of a second faster than me. So she's tight at the top. I forgot to bring a drink bottle in. I'm going to have to go and get one then. Try to slide less on the fast corners, yeah. Victor, you are right. That's where I'm struggling, trying to find the balance between going fast enough around them and going too slow. But yeah, it's just coming in to try and put some front hards on, but don't worry about that. I'll go out for another spin and see if I can do another lap. In qualifying, you'll need to get out straight away. Get on with it if you want 2 laps. Yeah, okay. She's going to be pretty tight then. Holy shit, I got an air vent. Didn't see that coming. Still too much brake there, slowed down too much. Still found the grass? Question mark. Messy as hell through there. Should have gone back to third there. Anyway. Unnecessary oversteer is unnecessary. And there. Could have brake later. You should probably enter. I got a little while to go yet, Brownie. Sup, King Jev? See, the good thing is if you guys are from the Northern Hemisphere, you can benefit from this. But my Australian and New Zealand friends can't benefit not from a race. Holy shit, I just got air again. I'm hitting a particular part of that curb, obviously. Sometimes I even... Oh. Who did he time out there? Tunisia Gaming was timed out. Oof. I'm sure one of the mods will have a look at what that is. TG Babes is all over it, I reckon. Yeah, it's an hour away. It's a little while away. I might open a quick lobby for some tyre wear once I get my speed right. I'd still like one more crack at a 215. That's not going to be it. One more crack at a 215. Then I might open a lobby that anyone can join with the required tyre wear, so we can practice that. So if you guys are also gearing up to do the third and final race, jump on your rigs, and won't be too far away from opening up. Opening up a lobby. So didn't hit the part of the curb that time we got air. Still slow and awkward through there. I don't enjoy that section of track at all. Could be the same for everyone, but it just feels awkward and horrible for me. I think there's slightly better acceleration out through there. It's hard without a delta to know if I'm ahead of my lap, behind my lap. I think I'll probably run traction control on 1 for the race. I'll qualify with no traction control on. But I think I will probably run TCS on 1 just to try and save the back tyres and prevent any silly spins once they've copped a bit of wear. Did anyone do the Super Cup? No, man, it starts at like 5 PM, which is ridiculous because I'd suggest that a lot of people are working at 5 PM. I certainly am. I'll never be able to do the Super Cup unless they change the time. You know what? I'm going to stop chasing the big dig time and start focusing on quality with tyre wear and race pace, because that's the only thing that's going to matter. This big dig time will be long forgotten once the race is done. Did I miss the race, Maverick? You did not. I'm going to take a picture of that so I can replicate that in a lobby. I'm going to go and get... Whoa, wow. That was a little intense, wasn't it? That was like camping. Now I can just copy that in an online lobby. So we've got about 35, 40 minutes. Oh, daily car. I can't wait to see what I got. Oh, could I win a Samba bus? No, of course I couldn't. I will win the street-going version of the Toyota 86. Just slightly more exciting than Thrush. Mr. Jev has been away from all socials for a week for a detox, so hasn't been about. King Jev hasn't. Oh. For a detox of the social medias. Come on, Gran Turismo. Do things. Do stuff. Here we go. We're finally back out to the lobby. Speaking from experience, I have not had thrush, Ozfarmer. It was just a humorous saying. Don't even know 100% what thrush is. Okay, so FIA, it's all whatever. Now what track is it? The Kyoto? Shit, I can't remember. I best get the right combination here. Otherwise I'll look like a bit of a goose, won't I? So it's the Kyoto Driving Park plus Yamagawa plus Miyabi. So it's just that one and not the Miyabi 2. Right. Roger Dodger. Hello, Darren. Welcome. From Australia. Thrush is a woman thing. Well, there you go, Farmer. Hence I haven't had it. 10,000 word dissertation for university, so I had to focus on that. Well, that's fair. King Jev, that is more important than your YouTubes. It's forward momentum. Ryan, that would be... that's not thrush. No, you're wrong. That would be thrust. Who cares about laps? We're not doing a race. Who cares about that? This is all fine. So tyre wear. We have... Let me load up my picture so I get all of these details correct. Alright, so tyre wear was 17 times. Fuel depletion was not that high, no, only 4 times. Categories GR3, BRP will be on. Yep, medium and hards are the 2 options. Tuning's prohibited. This will all be strong, shortcut penalty. Replace cars when they leave the track. Whatever, none of this really matters at all. So, let's save over Dragentail FIA. And let's create the room. Do you need a PlayStation Plus to enter the race? Wow, that's a good question. Darren, I don't know. I've never tried to without having PlayStation Plus. So I'm actually not 100% sure if you need it for Gran Turismo or not. It is a Sony flagship title, and they do often do things like no PlayStation Plus required for this game. Excuse me, but that might be worth a Google, I'd suggest. That would be worth a Google. Ribs has said any multiplayer activity requires PS Plus. That's not actually quite true, because PlayStation, when they back something like they do back this, they will sometimes not require... Oh, am I online? I'm probably not online, so people aren't going to be able to join me. No. I'm offline. Let me go online, and then you guys will be able to find the lobby if anyone wants to jump in. If you don't, that's cool. I'm going to continue to practice anyway. Now that I'm online. You guys will be able to find the lobby. You said that, I would say yes. There you go, see our Ranger's in. Have you already done it, Ranger, tonight? If you have, let us know how you went. Trying to hide from us while live streaming. Oof. Okay, so you weren't able to play GT. You couldn't play without PS Plus. That's cool. That's what I thought would be the case. But there are some sneaky things where Sony goes, no, you don't need PS Plus for this multiplayer. I like your lobby entrance as well there, Ranger. Charlie Rosco Racing. Thanks, dude. So, I'm going to very quickly, whilst these guys get going, in fact, I'll spectate, and hopefully someone leaves the pits, so you guys are watching something. I'm just going to go and blow my nose and try and get rid of all this so you don't have to listen to my blockage. I will grab a drink of water, because I forgot to grab a drink bottle. And then I'll be back. I'll only be gone for just the shortest of moments. You guys will barely notice me gone. You came 14th, caught up in too many battles. So going again. Nice, Ranger. Nice. Well, I'll try and follow you around, dude. I reckon. Let's watch Ranger have a crack, set his lap time, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I am back. I've blown my nose once, and I've found a soother here to suck on, which will hopefully help clear it out. It always gets worse overnight, so if you've just joined, I'm talking about some residual grot that colds leave in your body for apparently 2 freaking weeks after you're not actually sick anymore. But it always gets worse overnight, and I did notice last night while streaming, it actually got worse as the stream went on, so I think talking has been not that helpful towards it. But let's try out this tyre wear. Looks like Ranger's having a good go of it. Have I set the right track? You have sneeze attacks during the night, fun times. Excellent. Hopefully this soother will help. I'm not even sick, that's what's annoying. So 2 weeks of this residual grot and snot hanging around. And I'm not even sick. I'm totally fine. I think this is the right track, guys. I'm sure someone will start yelling at me if it's the wrong trap. Where's Ring Driver? This is Ring Driver, man. This is Ring Driver. This is, because I called him Ring Driver forever. But it was actually Ranger Driver. That was his actual name. I just presumed it was Ring Driver because it was RNG, DR, VR. But it wasn't Ring Driver at all. It was Ranger Driver, and now he's changed it to CRR Ranger. So what you were just watching there is one and the same dude. I left Audi for McLaren. Nice pod. Hey, Luke Summers. I'm picking Porsche, why not? That's what I said, Luke. It's exactly what I said. I couldn't make a decision. I went, you know what? F it. I'm gonna pick Porsche. I'm seeing the likes come through on the Instagram. Shout out to Mrs. Rosco, who sits there diligently every time I go live and pops up an Instagram post for me and looks after my social media. She's a bloody gem, isn't she? She's a good egg. Right, let's get out and do some practice. Find out what this tyre wear is actually going to be like. Yeah, the Cayman's not bad in the GR4. It's like a good all-rounder. It's not the best at any track, but it's a good all-rounder. And since there's such a mixture of tracks, you never know what you're actually going to need. So practice a qualifying simulation, which what I'm going to do, this is what all the big boys do. Now, whether or not I'm better off just setting a banker lap and then pitting, I don't know. But it seems like what all the big knobs do. They just get out and do a couple of laps, burn some fuel off, then pit for some fresh boats. I should rev the tits off it as well to burn that fuel. So I'm just using this as a simulated quali run, and then once I've done that, I'll do a simulated race run. And then it should be race time, and I'll be as prepared as any man can be with like an hour and a half of practice before the stream, before the race total. I probably should have done some practice last night instead of iRacing, but realistically I should be doing iRacing and not this, given that I have a 24-hour race around the Nordschleife coming up on Saturday and Sunday. If you're interested in watching that, iRacing is, in my opinion, a very good game to watch, even if you don't participate. It's a good one to actually spectate. So I'll be streaming the whole 24-hour race here on this channel. And unless there's any technical difficulties or we have to retire, then every moment of that 24 hours should be live right here. So if you're interested in watching that and seeing how I go, teaming up with Ryan from Ryan Lee Graphics there, you can see Ryan Lee in the chat, as well as here he is, and Dr. Rob. We're going to be punching through the full 24 hours. It's going to be intense, insane. If we can make it to the end, we've probably done all right. Just straight up making it to the end, but so if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just burning up fuel for now. Just doing 2 laps. Then I'll pit for some fresh boats, no fuel. Come out and try and drop a hottie and see what I can do. I could have done a better job at burning fuel, actually. Yeah, it is. It's R and R and R and R. Rosco, Rory, Ryan and Rob. The Quad R team. It's a little bit nervous. I don't know how we're going to go. Because, I mean, first of all, Ryan and I, given their different time zone, it works out quite well because Rory and Rob, they can do the first 12 hours, which is pretty much overnight for Ryan and I. Then we pick it up at 10 AM our local Australian time, which is like the middle of the night for the UK. So it works out rather brilliantly. But, of course, there's the risk that by the time we wake up in the morning, everything's already gone tits up. Whoa, that's not the pit entrance. I had my brain switched right off then. There's a risk that they may not even make it through the first 12 hours. I mean, it is iRacing. The damage is absolutely savage. And we only have 240 off-track and incident points to accumulate. Very, very easy to drop a wheel off the track and gain one of those off-track incident points. Some would say there's a certain ring to it. Yeah. Some would say that, Ryan. You're very punny tonight. Oh, it's not way past your bedtime, Mrs. Rosco. What a load of bollocks. Okay, so fresh set of mediums, no fuel on board. We should be the Pirates. You should be the Pirates. Everyone knows what a pirate's favourite letter is. And no, it's not R, it's the C. I love that joke, it never gets old. But yeah, obviously for the 4 R's, we should just be called the Pirates, shouldn't we? Ryan, you drink. Ryan doesn't drink, I was farmer, so he's just this stupid sober. So I'm trying not to rip any green out of the tyres, but also still rev the tits out of it. You like the simple livery? Oh, on this Porsche, it's actually the Peter Stuyvesant RX-7 livery from the 80s, which I put on the Porsche. But I did this before you were allowed to upload your own decals into Gran Turismo. So we couldn't upload the Peter Stuyvesant one, and I wasn't going to make it. You're having a word 16 and a medium rare prime, another word now. Okay, nice one, Stuart. Well, it sounds delicious. This qualifying tactic takes a long time to do, and you can still see how worn my tyres are. I'm trying to take it pretty easy on this lap. The problem with doing this, I don't know if I will do quality like this, because the problem with doing quality like this is that you only get one shot. If you screw up your one lap, you're done. So I'll probably actually just go out, do a banker, pit, do it the boring way. So at least I get something on the board. Scotch and cow. A Scotch and a cow. So is that like just pouring some Dalrymple onto a side of steak? Single malt. Oh, it actually really is steak. Oh, okay, great. Well, I retract my joke. Enjoy your single malt and steak. Okay, I'm doing it. Here's a lap. We've been waiting 5 minutes to do. See what I can do with tyre wear on. I think I'm taking it a bit too easy. I think I'm driving it like a banker lap, where I'm supposed to be going balls to the walls here. I think I might have spent the last part of that lap chewing my, or sucking on my soothers a little bit too hard, so sorry if you had to listen to some gross mouth noises there. Right, it's not going to be anything fancy, but this is what I've managed. As a very conservative lap, yeah, 2:17.6. So I'd like it to be at least a half a second quicker than that. I need to roll out of the way as well. Okay. Don't look here, stop reading this. Yeah, righto guys. Right, let's get out and see if I can do 3 flying laps. So I'm not worried about lap time now. This is race simulation, and I'm going to pretend like that pit exit was the start of the race. So I need to try and do 4 laps. That's what I need to try and sort out. The 3 lap stint theoretically should be fine. But can I do 4 competitive laps on one set of tyres? And try and knock a bit of pace off. Try and stop quite as much tyre squeal. I actually did manage to pinch pole over Ranger there, 2 by 4 100ths of a second. You better believe I'll take that. That's not how you want to start your race. Actually, I did say I was going to run this race with traction control on 1. So I'm going to turn it to that now. For this race simulation. That's an awful line. I was trying to read the chat. You sure you didn't go to the end of the pits too early? Don't want a penalty. I took Alfa Romeo in my American account, but I'm Italian. Well, I was talking before about, obviously we're allowed to change the our PlayStation names now. So it's finally that opportunity to change my name to Charlie Rosco. The thing is with Dr. X913, it's such an old handle that I've had from before the PlayStation even existed. It's you know, I'm not going to say too much about it, but it is something that is a bit special, and sometimes it's also nice not to be the guy that everyone thinks you are. So the thing is, it's quite nice at the moment when I do races, I'm not sort of immediately recognised by everyone, and I think sometimes that can help keep trolls that want to run into you and spin you around in daily races in such a way, because they don't immediately recognise me for who I am. They just, DRX913 means nothing to them. Changes to biggest dickus, nah. Oof. Mojo, I suggest, is probably on the race run as well. I'll see if I can sneaky around the, there we go, he's rolled out of it. Thank you, Mojo. Be interesting to see how people in my race handle the tyre wear, because it is such an aggressive tyre wear model. Like 17 times tyre wear is huge. There you go, Ranger's just dropped a half a second faster than me. It's a good lap. That's about where I reckon I'd prefer to see a low 17 for me. Again, that 17.5 wasn't that great, but qualifying is never my strong point, so it's always a bit of a hold your breath, suck it and see kind of deal with me and quali. No idea why I would take that line through there. That's a new thing, because I was reading the chat about Zaverx's wanting to slide. Oh, sorry, Mojo. It's okay, race simulation is still on. That is 2 laps completed of the 4 required in this stint. Seen it happen to other YouTubers, my opinion. Suitcase with the current name. I reckon that's Stick, but I reckon your phone's written Suitcase. But I kind of like it. Like, you know what? I'm going to suitcase my name. It might have been a typo from the phone, but I stand behind that, Tony. I'm going to suitcase it. Stop reading. Yeah. I will during the actual FIA race. I really will keep reading chat to a minimum. Manufacturers is back on, Shannon. You're dead right. Starting tonight. And welcome to the new subscribers as well. I didn't see who the last one to come through was. Or that one, in fact. I'm looking. Nah, I can't quite read that. Welcome anyway. I didn't switch my camera back on. That's okay. You guys don't mind, do you? You guys don't want to watch. You don't want to watch me sniffle my way through this race. And another subscriber. Welcome, guys. Great to have you along. But yeah, I think I will stick with the DRX 913 just because it is a little bit less, more conspicuous for daily races and FIAs and such. People don't immediately recognise it, so I might start a second account though. One that I don't care about as much, and I can run daily races in that or do whatever I like. And then if people run into that one and ruins my DR, I won't care as much. Feels weird watching someone not sliding this track. Huh. Is this a good drift track? I'd imagine it would be. Okay, so that is to complete the 3rd lap of this stint. So the next lap, this is the hard one. See if I can survive. Yeah, I'm happy to turn the face cam back on if you guys want it, but otherwise I'm not too fast. Well, it hasn't been the worst lap in history on this, the 4th lap. So this is the longest stint I'll do. In the race I'd be pitting on this lap and then bringing a 3-lap stint home. I didn't really take the racing line there, did I? But I was reading about how it was way too rounded for an M6. Or you can undercut 3-4. Yeah, I'll make the actual pit call when I'm in the race, Shannon. So I know what the strategy is, but when I'm actually in the race, that's when I'll decide if I should pit at the end of lap 3 and finish with the 4 lap stint. if I should complete the first 4 laps. So there you go, 4 laps. That wasn't too bad. That was actually decent. And I'll fill up again, and I'll try. Oh, kangaroos! Dropping the big $5 reduce. A $5 for not wearing that bloody Eagle shirt. You're right, mate. Thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. And everyone who has donated and joined as a member tonight. Obviously, it's lovely to finally have that join button on my channel there, where people don't have to go to YouTube gaming link to hit join. It's right there, so that's good. That only just happened today. So yeah, appreciate the new members and of course the donations there as well. Same here. If I'm leading, I won't pit early, but if I have a couple of cars in front, I will undercut. Yeah, that's exactly where I was thinking, Shannon. I'll make that call mid-race. So this is the actual pit strategy I think I'll do, which is go out, do 1 flying lap, pit, and get out for a second flyer. So what sort of bank a lap I can run. YouTube membership and Super Chat is not available in your region. Oh, what's your region, Ribs? Just joined the Discord server. Awesome. Welcome. Cam the Otter. Only here for a short time. Back out again. See out. Like button slapped. Oh, I should have been. Yeah. Thanks, Shannon. Appreciate that, man. Which is better? Pit lap 3 or 4. Well, I'm going to make the call in race, Pord. So it depends. Like, as was said earlier, if I'm a bit quicker than the guys in front and I've got a bit of a pack in front of me, I'd go the undercut and pit at the end of lap 3, then put on a hell of an out lap, and hopefully when they pit, they'll come out of the pits behind me. Right, here we go. So this is my simulation banker lap. Got to turn traction control back off again for Paulie. Top tip, read on the straights. I do, Shannon. I read as often as I can, to my own detriment. Too slow. It was not good, actually. Yeah, 2/10 down on my own lap time. Horrible first sector. "13 minutes to race." Nice. I'm going to have to think about joining very soon. Oh! It's not a place to hit the grass. It ruined, has really ruined this whole lap, actually. Yeah, 7/10 down now. So I'm a little bit torn. Do I go out and do a couple of laps, burn up the fuel, come in, get some fresh tyres and go out and do 1 lap? but run the risk that if I cock that one lap up, and that is it. Or do I do it this old-fashioned way? I do a banker lap, which is going to be slower because I'm full of fuel. Then hopefully I have enough time to pit, put some fresh boots on, and get out and do one more flyer. If I have time for that. Do any of you do? Nope. I think Speedy Chicken Man might have done CAR Blitz. Well, that was all pretty average. Yeah, second down to 18.6. It's not what I'm going to want in quali. How much does fuel actually affect the lap time? Yeah, quite a bit. What have I got? I presume we can enter the server now, can we? I'm going to have one more crack at a full tank of fuel lap to see if it's worth trying. Or if I really am the better part of a second slower with a full tank of fuel. That understeer though, yeah, I know, right? I'll do one more simulation of a full tank of fuel. This is my banker lap. And I'll probably have to think about going and joining the actual race server. Sticking with what you know, there's a long outlet to rev out fuel. Not lose too much time, yeah. That might be key. Spending a little bit longer on that first outlap before the banker. And trying to burn up a bit more fuel. It is a long outlap though, isn't it? Solid 2.5 minute outlap. It's a long lap actually. What did Ryan say? I hope you win, man. Thanks, Mohammed. Appreciate that. I don't think I will. Confident. It depends what split I'm in. If I'm putting the top split against some of the big boys, I've got two hopes. No Hope and Bob Hope. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try concentrate for one more of the hottest laps I can with a fairly full tank of fuel. And a couple of $1 donation there. Channel deserves way more love. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Gundam Russ. I appreciate your support, man. And I appreciate your donation. And also a big thank you to those that have been kind enough to leave a like. That also helps the channel out. Even though it's not a donation, it does help the channel out quite a lot. So thank you to those people as well. Hey Piosco. I know I rolled out of it then, that was stupid. But I was only 200ths down on my fastest time, which is good. Wish I could donate, but I guess Malaysia is still way too third world for YouTube. No worries, dude. I still appreciate your intent, even if you are unable to execute. Appreciate the gesture. Adam is going the wrong way on the track. Such is his level of disorientation. Race entry in 6 minutes. No worries. This lap hasn't been too bad. That's actually... yeah, 2:17.6, so that's on par with the other lap I did. So that's definitely the that is definitely the qualifying tactic I'm going to use. But it is time, as you can see, a lot of other people have already left. Time to go and join the race. Your presence is your presence. Good one, Ryan. You are quite right. Simply being present is presence, is a present in itself. Right, oh. How'd you get so many mileage points? I can't spend them fast enough. Honestly, dude, I cannot spend them fast enough. It's ridiculous. I got another 2,000 tonight because Nick McCosy made whatever he made in the FIA's Nation Cup. He came first, I think. So because he came first in the region, which, by the way, has 2 countries in it, that we got another 2,000 mileage points, which I can't spend as it is. All I do is go in and buy daily, the daily stuff, which I've pretty much got everything now anyway. I have no more wheels to buy. So I just can't spend them fast enough. Yeah, and I don't tune a lot of my cars because I mainly do daily races and FIA races where tuning is prohibited anyway. I don't have to really worry about... Didn't give you a chance to cash out. What do you mean, Harry? That livery is not entertaining you at all. I don't really care. I like that livery. I made that damn livery, and all it needs is the Peter Stuyvesant up the bonnet and the side of the car. And it's just like the old RX-7 from the 80s. Bought 2 wheels and a colour yesterday. So much fun. Oh, that's right. Ryan's doing that livery now. Is it worth going out and doing one more lap with 3.5 minutes on the clock? Hopefully you get that livery done tonight, Ryan, because we need to practice for that race tomorrow. Do one more flyer just to really embed the track in my brain. Super fish oil. Nice one. Still up with the punnies. Good thing about having my camera turned off again is I can get back to making the stupid funny faces I pull when I race. And no one knows. Good luck with the race. Thank you, Gundam Russ. I will need all the luck I can get. Oh, so close again to that 20... That 15, would have loved a 15, but a 16.0 is still my fastest. Sticky tongue out well to the left, that's it. You got to get the tongue hanging out. Have fun, thank you, Opa Opa. Swing some sweet, sweet skids for the boys. Well, it's really hard to drift GT3 cars. Well, for me anyway. That is going to be it. Haven't figured out how to get the clutch to work on iRacing. Harry, you just have to set it. Go into your wheel and literally just set your pedals up and select the clutch and push it down. So, okay, so great. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be a tough race, guys, so you guys know. TRL Hull, obviously, GTR Freak. Two very, very, very good and very fast people. You can see they've already done the race, and they've already got 1,300 and 1,600 points, so they're coming back. Oh, Hull hasn't done it, though. But GTR Freak coming back for a higher score. Flying Dumbo there's done alright. But lots of quick guys in it. Ranger is quick as well. Tassie Tiger can pull a good one out when he wants to. A few names there I recognise, but it's not going to be an easy lobby. It's going to be a toughie, I reckon. We are in the same lobby, Ranger. Mostly SS. Tassie Tiger's an A. I didn't see him participate too much in the last FIA season, but he's a name that I used to see a lot. You're in the second split. I'd imagine this is top split, having TRL Hull and GTR Freak in it. This would almost certainly be top split. But, yeah, probably not going to go that well for me, but that's okay. Wow, so many Mustangs there is. I'll wait for the flags to tick over again so I can have a look. Toyota, Lexus, Ford. There's 4 Mustangs, 3 Toyotas, heaps of Mercedes. Other good thing about not having the camera turned on is I can mute the microphone and blow my nose and you guys don't have to watch it. Okay, I will unwrap and pop in the final soother of the evening. And the final soother in the packet as well. Just to try and help keep the nasal out of my voice as much as I can. This cold has to disappear soon, hopefully by the weekend. 24 hours is a long time. So for those who didn't hear earlier on, I am doing a 24-hour race around the Nürburgring Nordschleife this weekend. It is a team race. Not going to try and do it all myself. I'll be joining Ryan Lee, who you can see in the chat there, as well as fellow YouTuber here he is, and friend of the channel. And also one of his mates, Dr. Rob. The four of us will be tackling the Nordschleife over 24 hours. The game is going to be iRacing. The whole thing is going to be streamed right here on my channel, all 24 hours of it, providing there's no technical difficulties. So looking forward to that. Right, qualify. Let's just get out as soon as we can. Go out and take on that. Oh, nice. I really am the second person out. Don't really care who overtakes me. I just want to burn some fuel off and not chew my tyres up too much. 1700 is top points. Well, that's not very good because someone in this lobby had 1700 already. Definitely let GTR Freak ahead. I'm only going to hold him up. Try and keep up in the revs. I've got TRL Hole behind me. Fantastic. So these guys won't be going on to set a lap, I'd imagine. They'll just be bumming around to burn up a bit of fuel. Then they'll pit and then they'll do a flyer. I will let TRL Hole through. I am probably asking a bit much of my tyres on this lap. We are doing a massive session tomorrow night. I won't stream it though, because no one's interested, man. No one wants to watch me practice at the Nordschleife. It's not good content, it's just content. And sometimes I think we need to remember when something is content and when it is good content. I've taken some bigger chunks out of my tyres than I would have liked. I think because I was so far ahead, I've been rushed a little bit around this lap. Anyway. Let's go. It is good content in the lead up to 24-hour race. I mean, it is, but you saw last night's stream, man. Oh shit. That was not desired. Not helpful. Whoever's behind me is going to get pissy, but I'm on my banker lap, so you're just going to have to deal with me being in front of you. Flat all through here. Oh, there's the shove out of the way. Thank you very much, Nick, you big dick. Bit unnecessary. Probably should have just backed off before the start of the lap. and giving yourself a bit more space, and then you wouldn't have to have ruined both of our laps. Well, at least try and get a bit of a suck job from him now that he's in front. Toyota seems to be a fairly popular choice for this. Went back to first and got it a bit sideways there, not ideal. So now I've just got to race around and get back in the pits as quick as I can. Yeah, rubbish lap time, 2:18.3. That is a second off where I was just practicing, so... And Nick actually went to the top. That's curious. So he's just quitting going back into the pits. So I'm actually going to carry on and try and drive back into the pits and then do an outlap. Am I going to have time? I'm probably not going to have time, am I? I think I'm going to have to actually exit and go to the pits. I'm going to be cutting it very bloody close. Everyone's saying not enough time. Except for Brownie, who reckons I've got time. Hey Terminal Goat. Welcome. You better believe I've got some urgency on actually at the moment. I'm going to be cutting this very bloody fine. Welcome to the new subscriber there. I'm just going to have to make sure my outlap is not too slow. That's going to be the main challenge. My first outlap was 2 minutes 45. I'm going to have to be quicker than that. Okay, I'm in. Medium tyres, no fuel. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm trying this. Obviously, the main urge was to just hit exit and go back in the pits. I don't think I'm going to have time. I'm pretty much going to have to make this a race lap. I can't afford to hold back at all here. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go, and I've got to get around this whole lap yet. So I think I'm just going to have to push. Means taking a lot of meat out of the tyres. Never doubt Brownsy. Let's hope I'm not taking too much of a bite out of these tyres. 45 seconds to get to the start-finish line. This is going to be just like Ryan's sex life, a bit touch and go. Not speaking from experience, of course. Hey, Hermulin, over on Twitch. Here we go. 10 seconds to make it. This is going to be as tight as a fish's arsehole. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's perfect, that is. Not the best line through there. Too much oversteer. Really feeling tyre wear on the right hand side of the car now. And the left hand side of the car and every side of the car. Can I improve my lap time from the 18? Yes, I will. But not my position. Can you believe? I've improved by almost a second. I must have made up position. Because I was an 18.3, I think, and I went 17 point whatever. So, still not the best lap. I was on pretty worn tyres, to be honest. But nonetheless, I'll take a top 10. Against a very, very tough field, I will take a top 10 qualifying position. Outlap absolutely destroyed him. I just didn't quite have enough time. If I had my chance again, I would have pushed a lot harder on the first outlap so that my banker lap would have been a little bit slower, but it would have allowed me more time on this time out to go slower on my outlap, if that makes sense. I went up 2 spots. Is that it? That's all I got out of it, was 2 spots. Anyway, it is race time now, which means things are going to be a bit harder. Hello, Dimitri from Italy. Yeah, Ranger, you've done well, mate. 5th is a cracking, and 16.8. That is really good. That's a full second quicker than that lap that I managed. So you've done very nicely. That's a really good lap time actually, with the tyre wear on. All the haters saying you had no time. Quiet now. Dude, to be fair, literally crossed the line with 2 seconds to go. And shout out to Wild Panther there as well, who's singled me out and said hi. I always feel bad because I'm talking to the stream instead of the people in the lobby. And people in the lobby are saying, hey, good luck and have fun, whatever else. And I'm just like totally ignoring them. There was 3 spots going. Nice, Jay. As we welcome another new subscriber. Welcome. Hopefully I will actually see who it is this time around. Dive bomb alert. So you're Mojo's brother, I take it. But welcome anyway. And welcome to the next subscriber as well, as I have a final nose blow to get rid of this. Hopefully I don't sound too nasally by the end of the stream. Also, it just lightens you up. You know, it's always good if you're racing in real life. Just before you go out to race, stand there in your race, blow your nose, you know, clean your ears out, have a cry, have a spit. Anything that saves weight, that's what the real racers do, I'm pretty sure. Good luck, thank you, Stan. I'll need it because I'll bottle it on lap 1 and then everyone will be like, oh, well, it's the come from behind race. And it won't be, I'll just come like second last. But let's see how we go. 2 seconds all Brownsy needs with his totally real girlfriend. Yeah. Blow your load before the race. Fiasco. I was going to go there and then I thought, no, I won't go there. I'll just say blow my nose. Hope you smash into 3,000 subs. Thank you, Gunham Russ. Appreciate that, mate. You say lots of nice things. You're welcome anytime. Stand there in your helmet and, yeah, have a sneeze. Pick your bum. Go and give it an extra wipe. Let's go. Absolutely, King Jev. Let's get this done. If I can... I've qualified in the top 10. If I can finish in the position I start in, I think I'll be happy. It is a tough lobby. It's a tough race. So I think if I can hang on to a 10th position win, I'd call that a win is what I meant to say. If I can hang on to 10th position, I'd call that a win. Anything above that would be gravy, but I'll just be working hard to finish where I qualify, I think. Here we go. Probably be starting on the last one. Actually, I might be round. I think it's only the guys right up the very back that would be in a bit of strife. Break a wheel. Thanks. Is that the same as break a leg? Please don't start me too far back. I'm right up back with Hooligan. A little bit off Piper. See if I can get straight into the slipstream. Nissan's not quite as grunty in the straight line as it once was. It's been nerfed. Oh, someone is loose as old Mother Goose up ahead. And the pack bunches up behind them. Oh, it was Ranger. Oh no. Big fella. Hang on to it, you got this. As Piper gets out a little bit sideways on the grass. Oh, how's this for super tight pack racing? This is not the greatest position to be in through here, which is all flat. I'm going to roll out of it a bit, tuck in behind him, which does open me up to Yati behind me. Didn't really mean to go for the overtake there, just kind of found myself faster. It was all a bit awkward. Not a good spot to overtake. Oh, someone's around. I didn't catch the name there. I'm hoping it wasn't. Unfortunately, someone stuffed it up the inside and there's absolutely nothing I can do. It was old Yati. I tried to cover the inside line to a degree, but he went even deeper. Needed to snorkel to get out of that overtake. Definitely a little bit of time management in the back of my mind at the moment. I don't want to be throwing around too much. We saw how much they can wear if you really rag them for a lap or two. I'm just eagerly watching that pack up ahead. I mean, we can see all the way up to about 5th or 4th position up there. I'm just waiting for one of them to make the critical mistake. As I found myself a bit of an opportune overtake there. Kept it tight. Whoa, that was strange. And new. Try and stay in the big fatty AMG's slipstream a little bit. That was more about defending the inside line than looking for an overtake there. Oh, GT Mykonos gets himself out in a world of trouble there, defends the inside line. I'll have to go for the over and under here if I want to have any hope. As he loops out sideways, makes contact. If my previous FIA races were anything to go by, that was almost worth a 5-second penalty. Lucky it looks like I get away with nothing, not even a SR down arrow. As we begin lap 3, I need to make a decision now if I'm going to stay on these tyres and finish with a 4-lap stint. I'm kind of feeling at the moment I'd like to catch up to Yati, whatever his bloody name was up there. And then I'd pretty much do whatever they don't. If they go in the pits, I'll continue. That is a lot too much oversteer, I would say. Just still trying to bridge that gap, probably pushing a bit hard, I'd suggest. It was much nicer taking corner at that time round. That's right, I was going to put the traction control on 1 for this race. I'll do that right now. Oh yeah, stay off those curbs as the tyres go would be my hot tip. Get off the grass. Another good tip, don't drive on the grass. I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to get the pain out of the way early and then pit for the 3-lap dash. And hopefully at the end, I need to make this lap clean. And hopefully at the end of the race, I have enough tyres to fight and maybe make a few overtakes. I'm sure, I'm not looking at the chat, but I'm sure half of you at least are going out of pitted then. Oh mate, behind me's got a good run. I need this to be a good fast lap and have minimal impact so I don't get undercut myself. Doing that's not going to help me. But I'll hold the inside line. He's going to have fun going around the outside of me here. Traction control fooled me into thinking I could flatten the throttle then. And I could not. Struggling here just watching my radar. Spending more time looking at my radar than the actual bloody racetrack at this point. But at this point with worn tyres, he's definitely got the pace on me. Take the defensive line, there's not much he can do. And he's not going to be able to stay out either. This is Piper currently racing. Not too fussed about how much abuse I put through these tyres. They're about to go in the bin. Unfortunately, defending against Piper's probably just dropped me a little bit further off the back of Ranger there. But mercifully, I can get off these tyres. I'm not going to refuel, but I might have to lift and coast just a slight bit to make sure I get across the line towards the end of the race. So I was right on the diamond there. Yeah, so I've lost out from that slow first lap, but hopefully I've got a bit of extra grip over these guys. Because we want to try and at least get back to 10th, that's the goal. And of course, these guys have done one more lap on these tyres than I have. So with a bit of luck on the last lap or two, I'll have a lot more grip and traction than them. Grip and traction being the same thing, despite the fact that I've listed them there separately. This is a weird spot to overtake, but he's got, look at the grunt in the straight line anyway. So that Nissan does still go fairly nicely in a straight line. See if I can use a bit of a suck job to get him into turn one. A bit cautious through there actually. Yeah, a little bit too far back. Half a second, and he's pulling away anyway. I was slightly in the slipstream. That Nissan able to just pull the distance. Early signs are that I'm in a bit of strife if I want 10th. Oh, Piper's around. The man I was racing before we went to the pitsy somehow, even though I took on no fuel at all, He somehow managed to... Oh, this is tight. That is a tight squeeze between the car and the wall on that occasion. No doubt about that. That was tighter than 2 coats of paint. But I've got it done. It was a little bit hot into that turn, but I'll get away with it. See if I can make any impression on old Mykonos and Flying Dumbo up there at all. Unsurprisingly, TRL Hull and GTR Freak at the top, as suspected. I've made a bit of an impression. I've hunted him down to the tune of a few tenths. As we're about to start the last lap, this is where hopefully that extra lap he's done on these tyres serves me well. I'll see if I can get any kind of slipstream off the Toyota. Excuse me. We've got a half-second penalty ahead, so I want to try and get as close to him as I can. Make sure I can benefit from that when he serves it. As Mykonos finds himself on the grass, I'm going to give him the old switchback here. Don't have to worry about fuel in the end. And the Porsche doesn't have anything on the straights. I'm just going to hope I don't get overtaken. But I tell you what, I will soak up, absorb, and take this 6th position just a second or so off Ranger, who managed to out-qualify me by a second. So I'll take that. You can see that early pain by pitting a lap later, doing the 4-lap stint in the first half of the race. It hurt me when I first came out of the pits, dropping to 12th position, but in the space of just 3 laps with fresher tyres, and mainly the last 2 laps, where the biggest difference between tyre wear was present, I managed to gain 6 positions, so I'll take that. I will take that. It was a nice clean race. I actually got a clean race bonus. There you go. It was a nice clean race. 1,200 points for 6 positions, never never anything to sniff at. So you best believe I'm going to be relatively happy with that as a clean race bonus and everything. So good race overall, especially qualifying 10th. But there you go. So if you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, well effing deserved. Thank you very much, Piesco, for the 10 Polish lead nuggets coming through large there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race as much as I did. That was really fun. I had a good time. Charlie raced it well, but without mistakes, no gain. But without mistakes, no gain. Oh, yeah, true. True. But I knew I had no pace, QA. That's, we saw where I was at. I qualified 10th off pace, but ultimately kept it nice and clean in the race. And, going that 4-lap stint early was what paid off. Obviously, CRR Ranger up there in 4th position, and myself finished very, very close together on the track, just a second or so separating us, second and a half. So that was good. Very happy with that. Awesome racing. Thank you, Gundam Russ. One stop on mediums. Yeah, it was a one stopper on mediums. I did 4 laps to start with, and then pivoted and did 3 flyers at the end. GTR said hi, did he? Oh, my bad. Hi, everyone. I missed all the chat that was going on. Can you even, yeah, you can. As I say, I always feel bad because I'm reading the chat of the stream and not in here, and when people say hi, I'm always like, oh, sorry, guys. GTR Freak said hello, stream. He did too. Sorry to everyone I always miss in there. But good job, GTR Freak. Second position is kick-ass. And moves him to 3,035 points. That is a great... That's where you want to be sitting, isn't it? Save the replay. Look, I think YouTube will save this replay for me. Definitely a good second to GTR Solid, and TRL Hull is always tough opposition. He's done very well, actually. There you go. So I know a lot of people before the race said they jumped in the Lexus. He is in the Lexus, and GTR Freak also proving that the GTR, probably unsurprising that he selected that, has been very competitive. But so is the Supra there. So a nice mix of cars up the top. The M6 in 5th. And, of course, me bringing the Porsche home there. That Scotch paid off. Good race. The tight corner with the wall. That was good. I don't know if I should say luck. But that was good how that worked out. But guys, that is pretty much going to be the end of it. So I do want to thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed yourself, do remember to leave a like. But I appreciate you stopping by. Either way, watching, chatting. Obviously, lots of people to thank this time. Welcome to the new members. We've had both Daniel Hobson, Go Mojo Go, become members, and the donations as well. So Kangaroos, Gundam Russ, Piosco, thank you all very much for all the donations. Let me update my VIP list to make sure. But to anybody doing that race, I do wish you all the best in yours. Obviously, for the Aussies and Kiwis, that was the last time slot for the manufacturers. So you're not going to be doing this one again until Saturday will be your next one. VIP list. I need to add on. I've already added Daniel Hobson. I need to add Go Mojo Go. And I need to move the list a bit now, don't I? Because you're all getting too big. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. So, again, big thank you to everyone that watched along. Thank you to those who dropped a dono. You can now join the channel. The join button is there. That happened today, which is always pretty awesome. Remember to follow me along on all of my social media platforms. I believe old mate Nightbot has been dropping them in the chat all night. If you ever get lost and you don't know where to find the link, they are in the description of this video and pretty much every video, to my Discord, which is where everyone hangs out in between races. Twitter as well, I'm pretty active on. I've got Instagram going. You always get notified when I go live on Instagram. So there are a couple of good platforms there. But if you ever want to find out what's going on or where the links are, go to www.charlierosco.com. But yeah, that is going to be about it for this stream. Now, just for those who are still here, coming up on Saturday and Sunday, I will be doing, I know some of you have already heard this, I will be doing a 24-hour race around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. It is a 4-man team of myself, fellow YouTuber here he is, one of his mates, Dr. Rob, as well as Ryan Lee, who's been in the chat all night. So we're the team taking on what is going to be a very, very tough race on iRacing. I'm going to be streaming the whole 24 hours of it there. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't hit subscribe, consider doing that. Obviously, hit the bell as well, so you actually get notified when I go live, when content goes up. I'm looking forward to that. Tomorrow night will be practice. I'll probably put up a sneaky little short announcement video of that on my channel as well, something to keep an eye out for. But yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic... You hit up my Instagram, Awesome Gundam Russ, thank you very much. But I hope you guys have a good Wednesday. I hope those that haven't done the manufacturer's race possibly learnt something from watching me do it. All the best to you, good luck, have fun, but for now, it's goodbye.